Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk about my experience being an extra in a Danish TV series, actually a Netflix series. 5 years ago I was looking on a Danish website where you can search for being an extra in movies or advertisement and television series. And there was this science fiction series called Chosen, and not The Chosen. The Chosen is a series about Jesus Christ. This was nothing to do with Jesus Christ. It was sort of a coming of age story with aliens in it, and it was being filmed in the south of Denmark. Around a little over an hour away from where my parents live, and I lived with my parents back then. So I searched for that, and I got an SMS one day. They want me to be in this scene, sort of a party scene. I think it was like the 20th of January or something like that, 2021. And my parents drove me very, very early in the morning. I think I had to be there like, I think it was 8 o'clock in the morning. So, perhaps even earlier, I think. And so we had to drive before 7 o'clock. And it was being filmed on the countryside, far away from everywhere, really, though. But this was not a place I've been to before. And then I showed up, it was dark in the morning, and then we had to go to this, how should I say, place where we extras had to be the whole day. And then it was doing, the corona time, so I had to have a COVID test and all that stuff. There was a doctor there, and then we just waited. Immediately I found out that pretty much all the other people around, they had a friends with them, they were also young people, and I was the only one who didn't know anybody. So I was just sitting there with my phone playing chess on my phone. And by the way, I have a profile on chess.com, so if you want to play one day, then let me know in the comments. Yeah, so I was playing chess and reading a book I had with me, because I thought perhaps it will be some hours. I think that they were writing it could be, we had to be there the whole day. But really, the waiting time, it was like, I was just sitting there very, very bored. And sometimes they would pick some extras. Now you can go outside and we have to do these scenes with you. But not me, apparently. But then all of the sudden, I think it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Suddenly, it was my time to show my great, how should I say, physicality. I had to be in this party scene outside, and it was very, very cold. It was one of the coldest days in the whole winter there. And luckily, I had my father's winter jacket on, and it was very big and white. So I think I was the only one who had a big white winter jacket on. Then there was like a director for the extras, someone who direct the extras, or you have to walk there and you have to walk there. We were instructed to, how should I say, we can move around a specific area. The only thing we had to, and we could do what we want. The only thing we were directed at was like we had to have like a drink in our hand, and we had to kind of use our body like it was a party. So I had to walk kind of like this. Yeah, sorry about that. And when I was there, I thought, now I want to, the camera had to look at me, because now I am in a series, I want to be seen, So every time we had to do a scene from different angles, I always looked at where the camera were. So I kind of I did the same walk routine or party movement, but I wanted to walk so that the camera could see me at some point. But it was the film in 45 minutes or 50 minutes, and that was it. Then it was the end of the shoot, and I think, like I said, I was in early morning waiting all the hours to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then around a little before 6 o'clock, then it was over, and then I had to come home again, and I had to call my father. I don't have a driver license or a car, anything, so I had to wait there for over an hour before I could be he could get me. So my experience was very, very boring, but also kind of funny. I actually liked the filming sessions. I thought it was funny, and I'm not so shy when the camera is on. It's kind of like I kind of feel an adrenaline rush. And they were kind people, and I have nothing bad to say about the experience, really. Then some month went by, and then all of a sudden I got an SMS from the production. They want me back for another scene, also as an extra. I didn't get to have a speaking part. And it was in April, so 3 months has passed, and it was actually a good day for the weather. And my parents drove me there and left me, and then it was much earlier we filmed the scene. It was during the day. I think it was in the beginning of the afternoon. And in this scene I had just had to sit on a bench, but here I couldn't move, so I couldn't stand behind so the camera could see me. So it didn't work as well there, but it was still a fun experience, and I actually. I was paid for being an extra, so it was. I felt like I was one of those who worked on it. And then many months went by, and I think it was released in the beginning of 2022. So it was almost like I think it was around a year after my first day of shooting that, then it was released here in Denmark, and now comes the fun part of it. It was terrible received, this series, and I'm really meaning terrible. I don't think many people watched it, and especially not in foreign countries. But I don't think even here in Denmark, and because the reviews were so poorly. I think there was one reviewer, as I recall, who wrote something like, "This is the worst series in the entire universe." And that is a statement, I have to say. So a bit skeptical about it. I kind of wanted to see it because I've been in it. Luckily for me, the first episode I was in it actually, and I managed. My plan worked. I could see myself. I could see my father's winter jacket, and I could see sort of a little movement and a drink in my hand or something like. I thought it was quite funny. I thought my strategy had worked. I want to sort of be a bit respectful to the ones who made the series. They were all very nice people, but let me just say. It wasn't the best series in the world, but it was fun to be in. And the second scene I was in, I couldn't see myself, but just the feeling that I had that experience being in a real TV series, in a Netflix TV series, and also see sort of the behind the scenes of the production for real. I thought it was quite funny and interesting. Just perhaps I will do it again one day. I also kind of find it a bit funny that I can say I've perhaps been in the worst series in the entire universe. It's either that or the best, So, yeah, next time it must be the best. So yeah, it was just a story from my experience, and let me know in the comments if you have tried to be an extra in series or film or perhaps a music video, let me know in the comments. And also, did you have? Did you manage to say something in the scene, or were you or could you see yourself? Perhaps I'm curious to know. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you will all have a very nice day. Bye.